Years ago, I used to run a mobile greengrocery van, which when I came across Woodcote for the first time, I used to go in to sell my fruit and veg there and ended up buying my fruit and veg there, or a lot of it. Back in those days, there were many residents who used to operate the gardens there, as they still do now. They used to grow produce, and I was even introduced to one or two vegetables I didn't know existed before I went there. And I think it was Mrs. Paul Glaze used to live in the gatehouse there. She was in charge of running the garden and selling the produce, which I used to buy from her and sell to one or two people locally here. I used to know who would buy what, and from there. I say this was back in the possibly late 70s, early 80s, I think it was. And I'll never forget, one day I was there, I pulled in just as it got very grey. I pulled in with my van and I looked out to sea, and there was a net curtain coming in from the out to sea, gradually getting closer and closer to me. I thought, God, that's snow. And I needed to rush, because I thought I'd never get up the hills of Salcombe to get my van out of anywhere there, unless I got a real wriggle on. And of course, all the residents from Woodcote looked out, saw the snow coming, and panic bought. So I took ages selling to the people that were there. Oh dear, as I was going to call them, but that sounds a bit disrespectful, I don't mean to be. But there were one or two customers I had never seen before, panic buying. But eventually I couldn't get the van, I had to abandon it there, but that's another story. Miss Jennings, we used to know quite well, and we'll never forget the time she gave us a key for the gate over the bridge so that we could take our children to the beach there. She was so kind, and she was so thoughtful for the community in that way, which is why I'm quite positive she would not want it to be sold for any commercial use.